All right, guys, welcome to our daily refresh. Good afternoon. I'm Daniel. I will lead you through the session. I'm glad that you take the time for your body, for your mind to relax. Just 10 to 15 movements to loosen up the body and to feel good. Okay, we will start on the ground. You don't need that much. You just need maybe some water to drink, and I recommend a mat or a carpet so it's more comfortable. Okay, so first you tuck your knees and we just gonna roll on the ground back and forth. Try to smooth out the movement. It's like foam rolling, like rolling on a roller, just the opposite. We use the ground. Your body gets a lot of feedback from the ground. Just easy. There is no right or wrong. Now we do the same thing from side to side. So you stay in that tucked position, side to side. And make sure you initiate the movement with your head. Whenever you look over your right shoulder, you're gonna roll to the same side. So we don't actually need to push off our elbows here. Just look over, your body will follow. Good. Now, we stay in the supine position. Pull your knee towards the chest and just hold here. Keep it actively. The bottom leg is flat and you push the heel into the ground. When we go back down, pull the knee up again. Both toes towards your nose, towards your shin. You can pull the knee a little bit more to the outside on one rep, a little bit more to the inside on the other rep, or you stay at the top and move it at the top to hit different angles. Switch legs. Same thing, both toes up, hold actively, back down again. The first part is active, and then you try to even increase the stretch. If you like, you can actively squeeze here on the bottom leg. So we create some hip separation. One hip is in flexion, one hip is in extension, like in walking. Now we grab the thigh here and we pull the knee as close to the chest as possible and then push the heel towards the ceiling. And relax. Same thing, the bottom leg is straight and active. And here it's not about straightening the leg. If you can, that's good. It's about keeping the knee close. And you still will get a stretch even though your knee is bent. If you're flexible, you will be able to extend. One more. Good. And switch legs. Pull the knee close. Drive the heel up. You can also vary by pointing the toes, by pulling the toes towards you. Then you might feel it more here, closer to the knee. If you're pointing the toes, you might feel it more in your hamstrings. One more. Good. Now we stay in that position. We tuck both of our knees and we reach overhead. Here, reach diagonal like a Y, make a Y, and then to the sides. And when you reach, make sure that your ribs stay down. So you pull your ribs down instead of here reaching. Okay, one more. Reach overhead, stay tucked in. Reach like a Y. Reach to the sides. And now you can do some arm sweeps, again, keeping your ribs down. Good. Now we stay in that position. Bring your knees up directly over your hips. Your hands to the sides and your palms are facing up. And now you just swing your legs from side to side, easy, not too far. Make sure that both of your shoulder blades stay on the ground. So we don't want to lift off here, then we rotate it too much. Just go as far as possible where you can control that. Both of your shoulder blades glued into the ground. Work with your breathing. You will get a diagonal stretch here. Maybe you feel it here. Good. And relax. Now the last one in this lying position, side lying. Make sure that you tuck your knees here, 90-90, so they're not down here. And again, both of the knees glued into the ground. And then you just rotate and open up. This is for the thoracic spine. So it's not about how far you reach down with the arm. You can even place your hands here at your ribs. Breathe out and reach. Work with your breathing. Breathe out and reach. And in this opened up position, you can take a breath in. Come back, breathe out, and reach, and take a breath in. Let's switch sides. You can just turn around, knees forward, and again, opening up. If you want, you can even hold on to your knees here, so they're not moving. Breathe out, and reach. Breathe out, and reach. 2 more, guys. And the last one. Good. Now we go into the quadruped position. Your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And now you shoot one leg out. It stays in line. And then you first sit back on your heels with a straight back, so we don't want to round here. Maybe a little bit less movement, but pushing the butt back, so you feel a stretch here. If you cannot feel a stretch here, if you're flexible, you can put the knees even wider, okay? So that depends. And in that position, you thread the needle through here, over your bent leg, and open up. Then you rock out of the stretch and come back. In, thread the needle, rotate out. Go out of the stretch. 2 more. Make sure that this leg is in line here, so it's not here on the back, okay? Thread the needle, rotate, out of the stretch. Last one here, in, feel the stretch. Same thing. Work with the breathing. Switch legs. So again, if my knees are here, this foot is in line where my other knee has been, so not at the back, okay? Let's go. Into the stretch. Thread the needle through. Open up. Out. In. Reach. Open up. And repeat. 2 more. And the last one. Rock in. Good. Now we're going to work on the shoulders and the chest, opening up the chest. We go into similar like a tabletop position. First start with your fingers pointing back. Then you lift your hips, chest out. The first thing you do is bring your chest out like Superman. And then you bring your butt forward so you feel the stretch here. If you like, you can even sit your butt down. That's a little bit more active. And then we rock out. In, keep your chest up. Your hip can stay low. And now you can try to do that with bent arms. Let's turn the fingers forward. First, straight arms. That might feel differently now. You might also work on your wrist mobility. And now you can bend your arms. And now the range of motion is smaller. It's more strength-based. Chest out here. Good. Now we do the tabletop. Fingers pointing away. And you just push up your hips. Chest out. come back. Rotate your fingers to the side. Chest up. Now the fingers facing forward. And again, chest up. Good job, guys. Now we will stand up and we will do a combination of a few things. Go into your squat stance or shoulder width stance. And the first thing we do is we fold forward. Reach down for your hamstrings as far as possible. If you cannot grab your toes, just hang out wherever that is for you. Now we go into the deep squat. Same thing, just go as deep as possible, where you can keep your heels into the ground. Also, not lazy at the bottom, chest out. And now, hands down, push your knees down, so they are slightly off the ground, and then we're gonna crawl forward as far as possible. Hold that position, and the first thing you do when you crawl back is keep your knees slightly above the ground again. And then you come back into the squat. Grab your toes again. That was 1 repetition. 2 more, guys. Deep squat, hang out here. If you're comfortable, you can rock from side to side. If that's hard for you, find the lowest position where you can have your chest out, heels down. Now, push your knees down, still off the ground, and it's a little detail, but we're working on the big toe extension. How often do you work on your big toe? Hold that here, crawl back, keeping the knees slightly off the ground. That's again for big toe. Deep squat, grab your toes. 1 more rep, guys. It's a long stretch, but we do a lot. You work on your hips, you even feel your core drop down into the squat. Knees down first. Crawl forward as far as possible. Keep your tail tucked. Crawl back. Knees slightly off the ground. Come back. Grab your toes. Hold here. You can even shift your hips from side to side. Working on the hip mobility. Good. The last thing we do, we start in a push-up position. Again, 1 straight line from head to heel. Bring your left foot forward. So we're here. Drive your right heel, your right leg into the ground. So we don't want to be bent here, we want to be here. And now you rotate to the side where your leg is forward. So left leg forward, rotating to the left. Now the left hand down and rotate to the right. At the same time, you can put that leg, the foot on the ground and open up that hip. And then you come forward, rotate again to the other side and back to your right side. So here, my nose or your chest, your pubic bone and your toes are pointing in the same direction. And then you come back. 2 more. Open up, make sure that this leg stays straight. And again, open up. 1 straight line. Chest out. Last one on this side. You probably already feel your hips. Open up. Toes forward. Your body moves in 1 unit. Hold here, breathe. Come back into the push-up position. And you can rest in between. Now we do the other side. Right leg forward. Again, a long stretch, but we do a lot. Focus again on driving that heel into the ground. Rotate over your front leg. If you followed me, that's your right leg now. Right hand down. Open up all the way. Toes pointing. My body is again 1 unit. pointing towards the camera, and come back. Correct yourself, legs straight, hip separation, rotate out, and rotate to the other side again. 2 more, guys. Rotate over the front, keep the legs straight. Back to the other side, opening up that hip capsule. And the last one, over the front leg. And to the open side. Back to push up and shake off the tension. We did a lot on the ground, 15 minutes. Now we just shake off. We just do like mini calf raises. Just let your body relax. Shake off, swing your arms. Let your head relax and work with your breathing. 3 big breaths. And shake off your arms and legs. Guys, good job. Thanks for taking the time. Your body and your mind will also thank you that you gave it a break. And later, we have a core workout, a workout with Denise, and later a core workout with me. If you want to work on your summer body, maybe the public pools are not opening this summer, but then you can show off with your 6 packs when you walk naked on the streets, okay? Please don't do that. See you guys later, bye.